Show, Peter G. Show, Peter G. Show, Peter G. Show. Divorced dad, single dad, divorced dad, single dad. Peter G. Show.
Okay. Happy New Year. We're back. We had 6 pre-shows to get a feel for things, and now all the money on the line. Life with Peter G. 2019, call in. This show is gonna be about bitching about stuff and making you feel good, and I am a prime example of that, and I have no problem with that whatsoever because it's a steam release valve. Lots of things to talk about today. Too many things to talk about. This is the problem. Now I got here on time. It was like, hey, I'm getting better. But the thing is that there's so much. I mean, in 1 week, I can just talk about stuff that happens during the week, and it's enough to keep me, keep you entertained because the shit that goes on, eventually we're gonna have a film crew just follow me around, whatever. But first of all, again, this show would not be possible if it wasn't for my beloved Bolt Energy drink sponsors, and I thank you guys. Bolt Energy. It's funny how the whole thing came about, but it did come about, and I love these guys. They're new, but they're powerful, and they mean business, and I like the taste. Again, it's not a giant 90-ounce can. You don't have to drink 80 gallons of it. It's just a nice enough size to give you a little kick in the ass and get you going. And Bolt Energy, no preservatives. It's got antioxidants and vitamins in it, and they're very health conscious. I mean, people say energy drinks, they're all full of crap and all that. Well, this is a cleaner crap. How about that? I love them for looking at me and saying, I think you're nuts, but we love what you do, and go do your thing. So, Bolt Energy drink. Ask for it in stores. They're spreading like wildfire. And if I were you, I would just check it out because, I mean, there's lots of choices out there, and I understand that. It's a million energy drinks, but why this one? Because I believe, and they believe in me. And give me 1 second here. I know they're saying keep it away from the equipment. If I spill it, I don't spill it. And here's to 2019 with us. It's you guys that are going to make this little spin-off of, my normal show is, surviving divorce and single parenting. And we'll hit on a lot of that stuff too. This show is really going to be about a lot of generalized, just getting through it, having fun. Tell me you love me. Tell me you hate me. I want to know why. And talk about things that are going on in your life. You're having trouble with your mother-in-law or, things are just going wacky, or life is good. There's good and stuff, but first a sip, and this is what's going to give me the kick in the ass. Another hauling ass day. Oh yeah, Bolt Energy. Ask for it in stores. Tasty, delicioso. I'll be sipping on that through the hour. It just kind of keeps me going. Anyway, lots to talk about. Because I got here, and let me remind you that deep in an undisclosed location in Burbank, California, lies the Peter G. Show, Life with Peter G. We're fortunate enough to have a place, and damn it, I'm going to do it. I said I will not back down. This show will go, and it's going to grow thanks to you guys. But Facebook, I'm concentrating on Facebook because most of the people on Facebook have been around on this planet long enough to have crap go wrong in their lives, and that's the beauty of it. I'm not, dealing with, this show is not for 12-year-olds. It's real simple. It's not. My daughter, God bless her, I mean, she still looks at me, and I called her right before I started and go, Daddy's going to go do his little show now. And there was just dead silence because she, gets it, but she doesn't get it. It's okay. This isn't for them. This is for you guys, okay? So, the new year. I don't even know where to begin. We were just hashing over some things that, I see I'm getting sidetracked again. In a few minutes, I have an appointment. I'm going to make a phone call to the baby New Year. We're going to talk to the baby New Year. He's not so much a baby, though. He's getting a little long in the tooth. But he was physically on the show 2 years ago when I first took this show over by myself. And that was a treat in some ways. But now I got to make a phone call because he's not around, and I was fortunate enough to get him to come on the line. I'm going to make a call, and we're going to see what's in store for the new year, and we'll take it from there, and then I'll take a few calls. The beauty of this show is it's a call-in show. I only need a few calls, in the night for people just letting their hair down, but. Again, it's hard because there's so many things I want to tell you, just the bullshit that happens to me on the way, and I know you can relate. But today, being that it's the first show of the new year, we're going to talk about New Year's. I think New Year's resolutions, that's pretty typical, right? But, it still works. The thing I really amazed me, I'm very fortunate. There's a big crowd on my Facebook pages, okay, the Peter G. Show page, and I even have my own name, Peter Gisella's page, and all that stuff. People are scattered all over the place. LinkedIn's, Facebook's, YouTube. Oh, and this show will go to the first time for this year. After this show is done, it will go onto YouTube, onto my YouTube channel, The Peter G. Show, and you can watch it on demand. There'll be weekly shows. This is all going to get uploaded to all that, and then eventually all the audio is going to go to the iTunes, The Peter G. Show, and you can listen to that stuff on the go. I swear you're going to get something out of this eventually. Again, there's going to be good stuff to fall back on and go, you know what? Okay, you got to mix a little bit of pleasure with the info, but all in all, it's all about having a good time, having a little fun, getting some good information, and just hearing people share stories and say, hey, you're not alone. And that's a big key. That's a big deal for me because a lot of people going through hell just say, why me, why me? Which brings us back to the new year. You say, Happy New Year, and everybody goes, it's got to be better than last year. How many times do you hear that shit? I get it. I totally get it. But be thankful, number one, you're alive. That's a big deal. A lot of people don't get that chance. And it's just take it from there. It's just because you got that chance. I know life is what you make it. Not necessarily. It's a bitch. It's an uphill battle a lot of times. But it is what it is, and just be thankful, and start and do the best you can, and take it from there. Again, my life is not a bowl of cherries, and I use that phrase a lot, bowl of cherries. I've gotten kicked in the nuts more times than I care to imagine, and still do. But I'm thankful, and I love what's going on, and I love you guys, and I think that it's going to be the calls. This show is all a broader range, and it's going to be about the phone calls that is going to make this show the interesting part, because it's not going to be me talking, and I'm not doing one-on-one live in-person interviews for this. It's all about the phone calls, getting people to know that at 8:30 in the Pacific time and 10:30 Central and 11:30 on the East Coast and who knows what the hell time it is all over the world, that you can sit and lay in bed or get up and eat breakfast, depending where you're coming from. Australia, it's another day there, and you can watch Life with Peter G. And it's like, good or bad, I make no apologies. I just do what we do, and it works. Somehow or another, I've been fortunate enough, and it works. Getting to the Facebook thing, sticking with Facebook. I'm concentrating on Facebook because Facebook has the people that are worth preaching to or talking to, and they're people that just have lives. They're regular people talking about stuff. And, and I'm real fortunate because I do scan what's going on in some of the fans and the people on my pages, and there's a lot of really good-looking women. And, again, I'm sure there's a lot of good-looking men, too, but forgive me, I don't pay as much attention to them, okay? They're there. I know they're there. I'm all about the guys that give a shit, that are doing stuff. But the women, I noticed on New Year's Eve, how many good-looking women do you think did not go up, didn't have any plans, like they're home alone waiting for the night to end? I promise you it's a lot more than you think, and you're going, why? How could that possibly be? Number one, I'm not a big fan of going out on New Year's Eve. I think it's amateur night. If I have something special to do, I will do it. But the driving around, and even if you Uber, I'm even scared of some other idiot plowing into you. It's not about the Uber driver. That's half the battle. But I like keeping it in a more controlled environment, even if it gets out of hand, like Vegas and all that. Whatever. At least you're a little bit more. I don't know. Does that make any sense? because again, I've done as a musician, played many New Year's Eves all my life back in the day, and I got paid for it. Hello, everybody, and look at it. See, everybody's texting, and I can see all that because I got 3 giant screens in front of me for the different feeds that are coming through. This goes to LinkedIn, it goes to your Twitters, and it goes to 3 different Facebook pages. But most people, they just come on and they're silent and they're watching, and I appreciate the text and the hellos, but we're going to build this up to phone calls. I want to hear what's going on with you in your life, because enough of you know what the hell's going on with me, and that's enough to be said. But New Year's Eve, a lot of good-looking women. I'm kind of scanning. I was scanning because I had my daughter New Year's Eve, so we laid low. I mean, to her, she doesn't get it yet, and we didn't do anything special, and that's okay because every minute I have with her is special to me. We hung out, and it was great. She had the apple cider, the sparkly apple cider shampoo, I call it, and that was it. But I'm messing with my phone or doing my work, and I just noticed there's a lot of women that did not do anything alone, and they're just kind of just wanting to get it over with. And I totally get it, but it's just when you look at these girls, it's like, how the hell is that possible? It's very possible. There's a lot more going on than you think. I have to make a phone call. I just wanted to set this all up. The Baby New Year is coming on, I hope, if he's not passed out. Again, 2 years ago when the Baby New Year came on, he's a little bit of a drinker. And but he's old. He's the Baby New Year. He's been around for a long time. So the thing is, I'm going to make a phone call to the Baby New Year. I hope he answers because he's supposed to answer because we have a booking, don't we, boys? They said yes, and we're going to call the Baby New Year right now and see what the Baby New Year has in store, not only for the Peter G Show but for life in general, because he sees all, he knows all, and this could either be really good or really bad, so I'm not sure. But either way, we're going to go do it. So without further ado, I had a couple of stories. I'll save them. I know, because we're on an hour goes by really quick. And I'll stay longer because I do what I want. It's our show. But, again, I could not do it if it wasn't for my beloved Bolt Energy people. Thank you. I'm taking another sip now. I'm telling you. It's got a little bit of sparkle to it. I like sparkle. I'm not much of a coffee drinker, but this is just enough to, not get you overexcited, but just get you going. And now let's make that call because I think it could choose to be very interesting. And I love you guys, so I'm a giver, and we're going to give you the Baby New Year if we're lucky enough. So let's see what's going on here. Oh, boy. See if the Baby New Year. One ringy dingy.
Yeah. Happy New Year.
The Baby New Year?
Yeah, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Baby New Year. This is the Peter G Show, Life with Peter G Live. You have an appointment. I have an appointment with you. Is that cool?
Oh yeah. I guess I'm supposed to be more enthusiastic. Happy New Year.
There you go. I like that. How we doing?
Great, Mr. Peter G. How are you?
I'm good. I don't know if you remember, but you came on. I had you live on my show about 2 years ago. Do you remember?
Yeah, all the years, they all meld together. But yeah, it seems vaguely familiar.
That's good. Yeah, you were a little bit shit-faced, if you don't mind my French, the last time you came on the show. But it was interesting. I got to give you that much. I liked it.
Well, I'm still pissed off at Father Todd.
Are you really?
Well, he screwed me over about 5 million years ago.
Well,
he ran off with the groundhog, some groundhog mistress, the groundhog's mistress. They ran off together. So that anyway.
Yeah.
So they left me here, and I've only been here for about 5 million years, but not that I'm complaining. It's all good.
Well, you know what? You're in luck, Baby New Year, because the Peter G Live Life with Peter G is all about getting it off your chest. So I was calling to hear some insight from you, but is there anything you want to talk about? Get off your chest. I'm listening.
Well, you're not going to try and put me in a diaper, are you? or
No, we saw that the last time. It wasn't a pretty sight.
or a top hat?
No,
You
no,
know?
nope.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
no, it's.
okay. So
I know.
look,
I'm just teasing. Life is grand, you know. It's just good to be alive, sir.
okay. So I want to tell our listeners. I mean, I told them the exciting news that we were going to be talking to you, and really what I want to talk about is like you're the one who knows all, sees what's in store for us for 2019, baby New Year. Is there anything you see that's going on that we should be worried about, or anything that you know? Are you there?
Yes, I'm here. You know, usually people just, you know, usually people just want to dress me up in a diaper and put a sash on me, you know, with the you know, the date of the year.
Yeah, I know.
You know, and take
Okay.
pictures, make fun of you,
He's
put the
pissed.
top hat. But you know, nobody ever wants to know, hey, who's going to win the Super Bowl? You know, what is the solution to the Riemann hypothesis?
Wow.
You know, nobody ever wants to know that. But
Okay.
anyway, since you
Okay.
asked, I see a lot of good things coming for 2019.
You do you? Please tell.
Yes.
Do tell, because we want to hear it. Inquiring minds want to know. Now, this isn't just about me. It's about all our listeners and the life that we're going to be in and all of that stuff, right?
Correct.
All right.
Correct.
I'm listening.
Correct.
I'm going to kick back. You let me have it.
Well, however, for better insight, I'm still waiting on that phone call from Father Time. Because he's really the one that knows all. But I see a lot of good things for 2019. Let's talk about New Year's resolutions. Do you have any New Year's resolutions, Mr. P.G.?
You know what? As typical as it may sound, Baby New Year. By the way, we have the Baby New Year on the line. Who else can get the Baby New Year on the phone but Life with Peter G and the Peter G Show, huh? Dude, we spare no expense, but.
Yeah, I'm usually booked solid, you know. But
you are, and
this is my downtime, though.
Is it really? Yeah, your after season.
Fortunately, you caught me during my downtime.
Speaking of your downtime,
always a pleasure to be on the Peter G Show, though.
Thank you, Baby New Year. I appreciate that. But for New Year's resolutions, I'm honest. I got to be honest with you. I haven't even thought about it. I mean, because I don't think if I want resolutions or I want to do something, I got to wait till New Year's to start it. See, that always baffled me. It's like, you know what I mean? Do I have to lose weight? Yes, a couple of pounds. I think you get to a certain age and everybody needs to watch that. And there's a lot of people that are better at it than me. Do I need to eat better? Yes. Do I need to do this and that? Yes. Do I need, what am I supposed to do? What do I do, Baby New Year?
No, you're right. You're right. Procrastination is not the right way. I think that everybody should be, proactive. If you know you need to do something, you shouldn't wait until the end of the year. That's just an excuse that I made up a long time ago, but don't tell anybody.
Okay. Hey, don't worry. Nobody's listening to this show anyway.
Anyway, but you're right. You're absolutely right. Nobody should have to wait until tomorrow to just be a better person. Be kinder to people, have more patience.
Right. Absolutely.
Take time to listen. We have 2 ears and only one mouth for a reason. I think we were meant to listen more than we were meant to talk. Right.
That's very philosophical, Baby New Year. Who this wasn't the Baby New Year I had a couple of years ago. The Baby New Year was in a diaper, and I believe you shit your pants in the car getting to the show.
Yeah, well, it's like 6 days afterwards, man. I'm kind of about halfway sober, but it's still, about 3/4 in the bag.
No,
so.
this is good. This is good. I like this because we're getting some. I didn't know what to expect, and this might be good, folks. Who knows? I think we hit the jackpot.
For Christmas, as is tradition on Christmas Day,
yes.
I cleaned my toilet and I ate a pizza. So I do that every Christmas, whether it needs it or not. So,
right.
Cleanliness is next to, whatever.
All right, I'm going to write that down. That's a hell of a ritual. Can you tell me how that started or why? Oh. Hello? What'd I tell you? Oh my God, Baby New Year, are you okay?
Sorry, sir. Sorry.
Oh,
Thank you, Jesus.
new bong for Christmas, baby New Year?
Well, I quit smoking cigarettes. I quit smoking cigarettes,
Yeah?
so I'm on day 6. But I guess the good news is my marijuana consumption has gone way up.
Oh boy. Okay. So that's good to know. But yeah, cigarettes will kill you.
I mean, not that I'm advocating this use to anyone else.
Right.
I mean, I am the baby New Year, right? So I am allowed to do these things after all. I've been around for about 5 million years.
I'm hoping it's for medical purposes.
Always.
Wow. The last time, just when you were here, you were just a little bit tipsy, and my bad, because they loaded up your green room with beverages.
Yes, and also you had that bottle of Ouzo that.
That is true. Good memory.
So,
I forgot about that.
Yeah. Well, and you thought, see? Hey, I'm a highly trained, skilled professional, man. I've been at this for a long time, and do not try this at home.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just tuning in, either before or after this live show, the Baby New Year is on the line. I was fortunate enough to rebook the Baby New Year, except not in person. We had to call him. He's kind of like Mother Sarah the psychic dog line, and we're getting doggone. We're getting to talk to the Baby New Year. He's telling us on what's going on for 2019, the future. And hey, how do you see what's going on here? My biggest thing with this new spinoff of this little live Facebook show is it's getting people to realize that, hey, 8:30 Pacific or 11:30 Eastern, or I got a lot of friends in the Central Time Zone, 10:30, to tune in and pay attention and calling in and sharing their lives, their stories. Do I have a chance at this?
Oh, I definitely believe so. Yeah, all this newfangled new technology you have. When I was there a couple of years ago, and you didn't have any of this stuff.
Well, we weren't trying to do this. Those were like taped shows, and it was a different.
Oh, well, I don't know what you had or what you didn't have, but I like the new format and whatever. People can call in and speak their mind. Before, I think it was just kind of like a closed session.
It was
type thing.
Yeah, it was, and we're still doing that. That's a different topic. That is, we were the actual Peter G. Show, self-proclaimed greatest divorce and single parenting guy, period. I'm sorry, that's a big, strong thing about, and I'm an advocate for divorce and single parenting and how to be a decent parent, male or female. All I care about is that you give a shit about what goes on and trying to, the struggles of raising your child or children when you need, because it's tough. It's really tough, because over 67% of this nation is a product of divorce or divorcing, and it's a bitch. And so I realized nobody talks about that stuff, and good or bad, somebody needs to, and that was what you came on for. That was a different show. This is a spin-off, a little extra. I'm doing 2 shows now, so this is a little bit different. We're talking about life in general, but getting people to call in, I think, is going to be a toughie for me. I don't know. I'm just not feeling it yet, but we just started.
Well, but I think it's a great idea, though. For people to have a sounding board.
Cool.
That they can call in and talk live, and I do believe that there is a need for that. I think that there are a lot of people out there that really do want to get things off their chest, and so I believe this is a great forum, for them to do that. So.
I appreciate that. I mean, I got people from, as you're talking to me, I'm watching a lot of, again, there's feeds. I'm looking at several different of the camera, and then with the monitors, and there's people from the Midwest, there's people from the Southeast, the West, and they're all saying hi, and they're here, and I appreciate you guys. The trick is, how are we going to spread the word to make this really catch fire, so that way I can take this to a national media level, so that way I can share this and we can do it way, way better. But that's why the Baby New Year, I just needed a little bit of insight as to, am I going in the right direction? I mean, do I just need to say the hell with this and go get a job over at what do they call that? Burger King or
Peter. I was talking to Ellen DeGeneres the other day.
You were?
Yes, everybody wants to talk to me. Everybody.
Everybody.
So and I was telling her, hey, you really need to check out this guy Peter G. But but not only to mention that, but you have some heavy hitters on your show. I mean, Steve Lukather, Greg Fillinganes.
Yeah, I got lucky. We're doing it. I need more money, though. It costs money to do this show, unfortunately. So, baby, that's why it's like, but, because I do it for free for the people. I don't make the people pay to watch this stuff, nor would they. I don't know if they would. But the thing is, I want, the sponsorship. And thank God again for Bolt Energy. Am I going far with Bolt Energy? How's Bolt Energy going to do?
Well, I heard that they were in talks with maybe, I don't know, I'm not supposed to say, but maybe PepsiCo might be behind them. I don't know. Anyway, now what I'm really trying to get down to is I think that you're a heavy hitter. I mean, you've talked, you know a lot of people in the industry, and Steve Lukather. He had a lot of good information to relate. Greg Fillinganes, these guys they're no slouches, and they know what they're talking about.
No, they do life, but
and these people well, and you interviewed them well, and there's a lot of good information. No matter who you are.
I want to get more, though. I want to get more of these people on, and I want to do – there's so many things I want to do, but I need that budget, baby New Year. I need that budget to give me the boost to and I want the people interaction, because to me, I'm all about the people, and this show is for the people,
Right. Well, it's going to come. It's going to come.
All right. So don't apply for Burger King is what you're saying, or at least In-N-Out Burger? Listen, watch. I've been practicing. Would you like fries with that, sir?
I thought you were supposed to say supersize.
No, they don't. They don't say that anymore, do they?
Oh, they don't.
No,
they don't.
I'm either doing that for a side gig because I might need money, or a Walmart greeter. I'm telling you, I've been working on that too. Hola, welcome to Walmart. Would you like a buggy?
You could work in the convenience store. Hello, Chief.
Hello, Chief.
How you doing, Chief?
Maybe I could. I don't know. It depends. What are the hours?
No.
Yeah.
Oh man, how far you've come though.
Oh yes. Oh boy, yeah. And how many falls have I taken?
Show.
I have fallen and gotten back up, and I'm still getting again. But I will not take no for an answer. I'm staying in everybody's face. The thing is, with this show, I want people to call in, baby New Year. I want to hear from other people. Today, right now, for a little while, we're featuring you because you're so a big deal in my life for the first part of the year to set me on course. But how am I going to get callers to call in and share some of their life,
Well, Peter, that's another thing. Always assume good intentions, right? Never.
No good deed goes unpunished.
Well, but never, always assume good intentions. So just because people aren't calling in at the moment,
right.
Some people are shy and, but again, it'll come. It'll come.
I hope so, because I want to know that I'm just doing the right thing, even though, because, again, you can easily fall into your own bullshit. It happens all the time. But I truly believe in where we're going and what we're doing. But this show specifically is really about the people. I can sit here and tell stories all day long, but it's not about me, and I really want it to be about them. But I figured no better way to find out about what's going on than with the baby New Year, because I'm telling you, you'd be honest with me if it wasn't working, wouldn't you?
Well, absolutely, I'd have to. But traditionally, what people want me to do is always recite the bad things that have happened during the past year.
Right.
I don't want to talk about the school shootings. I don't want to talk about the wars. I don't want to talk about the politics. I'm trying to turn over a new leaf this year.
Really?
After about 5 million years.
Right.
I'm still pissed off at Father Time because he screwed me really bad.
Yes,
But, and I'm still waiting for that phone call. I'm still waiting for him to come back. But, basically, I think the philosophy this year and for, the upcoming years is just basically, just don't be a dick.
Right.
Just,
Can I write? Can I
Right.
quote you on that?
Well, yes, you can, but actually, I stole it from somebody else. So,
Okay.
but you can quote me as saying it, but I have to give credit to the person I stole it from. I can't remember right now because
Right.
I believe I was inebriated at the time.
So what you're saying is, Father Time. I mean, not Father Time. The Baby New Year is basically saying for the new year, and I quote, even though he stole the quote, but this is from the Baby New Year. If you want to get through this year, don't be a dick. Is that correct?
I believe so. I believe that if everybody had that philosophy towards each other,
Okay.
hey,
I'm
don't
in.
be a dick.
I'm in.
Hey, man, the world would be a much better place to live in. I mean, do you agree or no?
No,
I
I
mean,
agree.
I could be way off
No,
base
no,
here.
no, 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 no. I'm a believer. I still have faith in humanity. My ears buds are coming out. I give everybody an equal opportunity chance. But somebody wrote me and they said, I'm looking at your fan base and it's pretty diverse. I go, yeah, it's diverse. I go, because I'm not about green, black, orange, or yellow. And, I'm about the people who care. And it's like, I'm whatever color and race and opinions I have. I mean, I'm open to anything. Prove me wrong, though, and I cut you loose. It doesn't matter. But
Love is the key, man.
love is a good
the key.
word, my friend. You hit
Love
it right on
is
the head.
key.
Love.
Love
I do.
is the key.
I do.
So don't be a dick.
Okay,
And
love.
love is the key.
Oh man,
So,
you are killing me today because I didn't honestly. I was expecting a repeat of the last time you were on the show, and that wasn't a whole lot.
what do you mean last time?
With a couple of years ago when you visited us, so, I was thinking it was going to be pretty. I didn't know what I was going to get. Let's just put it that way. Tonight, you are amazingly philosophical.
Well, last time the facilities weren't up to code, and I couldn't smoke cigarettes in there.
You still can't smoke
But,
cigarettes in places. What's the matter with you?
But now I've turned over a new leaf, and I
Oh.
quit smoking cigarettes. So I.
Okay. For those of you just joining us at all, I have the Baby New Year on the line. I wasn't able to get him in person, but he was kind enough to book me in during our live show so I could give him a call and he could proceed to give us some insight on the 2019 year and how we're doing and where we're going. So I'm very, very thankful. What else you got? Anything else, Baby New Year?
I just want to tell you that I love you. I love you all,
Ooh.
and just don't be a dick.
Don't be a dick. I'm going to write that down again. Okay.
And I love you. And go Peter G Show.
Go Peter G Show. I like that. I like that a lot, and I truly am blessed. And thank you for giving us the time to come on here and just give your words of wisdom, which could have been a bunch of mumbly garble like the last time, but I don't know whatever it is you're doing, but just keep on doing it. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay. So whatever. I'm gonna go be a dick now. Bye.
The baby. I guess he got upset. The Baby New Year just hung up on me. Call him. Should we call him back? No. Okay. There you have it, folks. Wow. The Baby New Year. Not bad. 2 years ago, he came on our show in person. We got him here, brought him here, and he was a little inebriated. But then again, it was like right at the first of the year, and I guess that's his prime time. So maybe we caught him at a good time. I don't know. But had a lot of good stuff to say, surprisingly, because you just don't know what you're going to get when you deal with stuff like that. But what do you mean you lost me? Where'd you lose me? I'm right here. I'm trying to, I can only read so many things. Things are going on. But the Baby New Year. So, thank you, Baby New Year, for calling in. The purpose of this show really is going to be, why did I decide to take on an extra chore and an extra task and do a little spin from where I want to be? I'm doing it, and I'm setting all this up. This is the first show of the new year. I did some pre-shows coming up that were just happening in December. Sorry. Just bumped him in the head. You'll be all right. Got somebody sitting right next to me, but you can't see him. Uh-oh. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to answer the phone. This could be interesting or it could not be. Hey, you're on Live with the Peter G Show. Who's this?
Father Time.
Oh, boy. So now the Father Time that we just lost that pissed off Baby New Year?
Yeah.
Wow.
I took his little ass away.
Father Time. Now I have the baby New Year and Father Time. This is I could be a trifecta because the only person I'm missing is the groundhog. What's up, Father Time?
Well, I when you talk about being a dick,
Yeah.
and he said, "Don't be a dick,"
Right.
and then he's going to go be a dick. I had to go spank his ass.
Yeah, he's a little unpredictable. I mean, I think he did a great job this time because I don't know if you saw a couple of years ago, but it was a little off the hook, off the wall. But he's a little pissed off at you, Father Time. Can you care to explain?
Yeah, life's a bitch, then you die.
Wow. Okay. I'm going to write that down too. Life's a bitch, then you die. Don't be. There's a lot of philosophical stuff going on here, folks. You need to be taking notes. So, wow. Anything you want to talk about?
And don't take any wooden nickels either.
Wow. This is a rough night. Tough room. We're going from hot to cold. Anything that you want to express to my fan base, Father Time, about what's happening for the new year or anything?
Well, yeah, I got to thinking, you're starting a new enterprise, and I've decided to start a new enterprise, and maybe we could talk about, the joys and nightmares of starting new businesses. That's a lot of people do that.
Yes, I think a lot of people come up. Hey, Father Time, can you turn your radio down because it's feeding back into? I can hear it in there. I don't know how it's confused.
That better?
There you go. Thanks, Father Time. Only reason because I want them to focus on whatever it is you're bringing to the table here. I think a lot of people say at the beginning of the year, I'm going to do this, and whether I'm going to the gyms love the new year. I mean, they feed on that, and everybody's got those new aspirations. How long can you keep going, or will you keep going?
Well, that's a good question, and maybe we could discuss things that we have done to prompt us to continue our efforts in starting new enterprises.
Or stuff. I don't know about
or whatever.
Yeah, whatever it is that floats your boat that you need in your life that you didn't have the year before. I mean, there's no doubt about it, Father Time. I mean, to me, with this whole thing, I'm a never say die person. I will do this until I finally wear the networks out. They're finally going to say, okay, we give in. But not everybody can do that. A lot of people get pretty fired up, and then I see it all the time on all these things. The people do something, and they slowly start fading away, and that's just humanity, I guess. Is it, or am I wrong?
No, I agree with you. People have a tendency. The wind starts to blow, they start to bend, and too many of them go, "Oh, it's just blowing too hard. I think I'm going to quit." And you can't.
Yeah.
You've got to have that confidence in yourself to continue to lean into whatever wind is blowing at you and overcome it.
Yeah, it's really easy. Quitting is pretty easy to do. Just
absolutely,
it really is.
That's the biggest problem right there. Too many people want to quit.
Yep. Well, it's easy because it's like why bother?
If you decide to do something, stick with it.
Yeah.
And that's what you're doing. That's what I'm doing.
Unless it's crack. If you're smoking crack, I wouldn't advise that.
Well, I'm talking about something that's worth working for.
Well, I don't know. Everybody's got different goals. You know what I mean? But
yeah, but being an addict, I don't think it's too much of a goal. That's too easy.
Is it? I don't know. I don't know if anybody decided to be an addict. It takes hard work and practice.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It takes hard work and practice to be an addict, even.
Yeah, it does. Nothing. Look, one day I'm going to be writing a book, and I've already convinced myself, and that it's just I don't have the time for it now because. And I think a lot of titles, and I said nothing. Nothing comes easy, and that's a fact. I think if you want to be somebody or be something, it's just not handed to you, and it's getting harder as life is changing as to what you can be in life. All the jobs are just shifting to shit that I don't even know about, and
Yep.
People are losing their jobs. I was guilty buying everything on Amazon, and you wonder why stores are closing down and malls and all that. And what do you do? Besides. Bitch, that's why I'm here.
Well,
you see all, Father Time. Let me know.
That's an entirely different subject. Let's stick to
I'm all
moving forward in the goals that we set for ourselves for the year.
Yes, I'm sorry. I it doesn't take much for me to get sidetracked. I got 8,000 sticky notes in front of me, and they're all over the map. And I just pick one.
Put your crayons and your coloring book up, and let's talk.
Well, I'm talking. I'm listening.
Anyway.
Yes.
So, you, if memory serves me correctly, and being Father Time, time is ethereal, just like my mind, and those things kind of come and go.
Mm-hmm.
You decided upon a whim to try this new endeavor. How did you go about starting the new TV show?
Is this the one we're doing right now, or just the Peter G. Show? Period.
Oh, Peter G. Show is in existence. This is the new one.
Good question. Because my inner gut, I just wanted to talk to more people, more normal people, because my quest for the Peter G. Show is about interviewing celebrities, sports celebrities, CEOs, things like that, and the crap that most people don't see. And I said this would be a good way to be one-on-one with my friends, the normal people. And this is their chance to vent and tell people like, hey, I'm going through all this crap, and it's not just, and people go, yeah, I can relate to that. What and broad a more broader horizon. This is about anything in general. I don't think there's much I won't talk about. And even if I don't know about it, I'll let them do the talking, and we'll just share stories. So I don't know. I just wanted to the challenge, and plus I love what I do. I love this. I look forward to this. So does that make any sense?
So did you approach the people that you were already as far as the people that are working behind the scenes there? Did you approach them? The same people that you'd already been working with, or is this a new group of people?
No. This is it's a much more scaled down version. The other show takes a lot more. This is a much more scaled down version. I do have my couple of long timers, and it's like, hey, I got a great idea, and they're just like, oh shit, what's he gonna do now? So really, I come up with, it all just comes up, and I said, this is what I want to do. I got this idea, and I find that if I don't write things down or if I don't pursue it, it goes to the wayside, and it's a woulda, shoulda, coulda, and it's I should have gotten off the couch. Example, Kevin Hart went through a lot of crap with his divorce and things like that. I've been trying to get, because I had a bad incident with somebody who was trying to promote me, and I let them take my life or this show for the last year, and he told me to leave it in his hands, and I did, and he screwed me on it, and that's something I'll talk about later. But Kevin Hart's a guy who, we had to jump on things, and I was trying to get him because I wanted to interview him because he's been really open about what's going on in his life. Now I turn around, he's on every TV. It's already being done because I couldn't get to him because I just couldn't do it, and I let somebody else take care of something, and they let my show go to the wayside. So that's the whole thing about if I just sit there and don't do it myself, it's like screw it. Eventually there'll be a Peter G. network. If I don't care, I'll do like Oprah.
Well, let me ask you a question. Do you feel like that at times that the attitude, because I have the same attitude, I'm not about to let anybody do it for me. I'm going to do it. If I want it done right, I'm going to do it myself.
Well, you're Father Time.
But that's right.
Yeah. Who else is going to do it?
That's right.
Yeah.
There's plenty of underlings out there that there's always people that are willing to jump in and try to do things.
You'd be surprised.
A, do they really have the drive and desire to do it? B, do they have the capability to do it?
Yep.
I have the drive, I have the desire, I have the capabilities, I've got the background, so why, it may take me longer,
right?
But I just do it myself. And I think that a lot of people, like yourself and myself, we have a tendency to get wrapped up in that, and at times forget that there are other people out there that really are capable, but we never give them the chance.
I'm very thankful for the crew that I have. They've stuck with me for about 3 years now, and through thick and thin, and there's been a lot of thin. I really haven't seen the thick yet. I mean, we've had some better ups and some things, but right now, I mean, we run on air. And the whole thing is, I said, stick with me because I'll take you with me because I'm loyal like that. And whether they want to when the time comes, if life doesn't change, that's the way it is. But I don't have a choice. I really know, and I'm scared to death that if I don't do this, I don't count on anybody. And I'm thankful. I do have friends. I got a lot of people that I trust deeply that have pitched in and put their 2 cents in my reality check. But I have to do this. I just, otherwise I'm going to fail. I will fail because I thought there's a lot of show creators and these people that make money putting things together, but apparently they got their minds on other things and they're just sitting here watching. So until they finally get it and go, you know what, he ain't going nowhere. We might as well cut him, a chance because there actually might be something there, but that's up to them. I'm going to do it one way or another with whoever. It's just a matter of who. Scared to fail.
Well, we'd like to thank Bolt Energy.
Yes, we would.
For sponsoring the show.
Thank you. They believe in me. They believe in me.
And if you're sitting out there listening right now, the telephone number to call is 818-259-7983.
Wow.
That's 818-259-7983. Operators are standing by to take your call.
Ladies and gentlemen, we just got through with the Baby New Year on the line. Now I have Father Time doing promos for me. How bitchin' is that? We have 15 minutes left on this show, and I got Father Time promoting Bolt Energy for me and the phone number for you to call in. I think I thank you very much, Father Time. I didn't expect to hear from you.
Well, I certainly hope you have a wonderful New Year and wish you much success. And those of you local yokels out there sitting there watching, pick up the phone and call this bitch.
Yeah. Hey, Father Time, I want to thank you for not taking me out yet. I need a long life, okay? Because I want to raise my daughter. I want to grow old like my parents and be around. If you don't mind, please, sir. I'll be a good boy. Kind of.
Well, just expect that when you hit about 75 or 80 that your body will be a little hobbled, but you can continue to do it.
Will I have a hot wife?
I look. Does it say Carson the Magnificent on my head?
No, I don't. I'm sorry. I don't know who to ask. You know what I mean? I need a psychic.
Well, I don't read time. Okay. I'm the guy that knows about what happened in the past.
All right. Well, I'll take it. And again, many thanks. I was not expecting to get a double shot of the Baby New Year and Father Time both on one show, and that is I'm floored. And this will go a reminder, folks. This show will go on demand on YouTube as well as scatter around the Facebook Live stuff. And now you got Father Time on the line, helping me understand what's going on. And I thank you very much, and I wish you a happy New Year, Father Time.
Well, thank you, and I hope you have a wonderful evening.
Thank you. I'm gonna be glowing. They're sitting here shaking their heads, but I'm happy as hell. So thank you, Father Time.
Well, look, you don't want to talk about your personal life. I don't want to hear about you glowing. Just because somebody you that's not my problem.
Did they just mute you? Did you just swear? I think they.
No, I didn't swear.
Oh, okay. I thought they just.
If they spanked you. And you're glowing. I don't want to hear about it.
Yeah. No. I didn't go that far. We're not going. I'm just.
There you go.
All right. I'm just happy as hell to be here.
Have a good night, sir.
Thanks, Father Time. You too. Next year, maybe. Let's do this again next year.
Sounds like a plan.
All right. Thank you. Good night. Wow. Who gets Father Time and the Baby New Year on their show at one shot? This guy, I was not expecting Father Time to call in. So just go. Maybe there's a little jealous rivalry because the Baby New Year bitched out Father Time. 818-259-7983. This is great, but again, there's got to be something you want to talk about the new year. I got, what time we got? We got about 12 more minutes. I can stay longer, but we're trying to. They bitched at me. We did an hour and a half show on one of the pre-shows, and. For the sake of recording and editing and all that stuff, we're trying to keep it there. But it's got to be something you want to talk about. The new year, anybody. This show is for you guys. Otherwise, I'll just keep telling stories, and then you'll beg me to answer the phone because I'd rather hear from you guys. New Year's resolutions. You looking forward to this year? Is it going to be good? You think it's going to be bad? What's on your mind? I just want to hear from you. because, again, this show isn't about one-on-one interviews. It's about you, the people. That's why we have that number, 818-259-7983, brought to you by Bolt Energy, the people who've made it possible for me to sit here in this chair and talk to you. I couldn't have done it without them because they believe. I will get them on the show eventually to talk because it's a good story on how we got together. But or I'll save it for my the Peter G show because he's a single dad, the owner of Bolt Energy, one of the owners, and that's how we met. But either way, I got a few more minutes left, and I one normal person. I mean, define normal. Otherwise, I'm going to tell you a couple stories that I got, and maybe then that'll get you to call. But who's got it better than me right now? I was lucky enough to get the baby New Year to tell us about how things are going with the New Year, where we're going, and then I guess Father Time caught wind of what was going on and decided to chime in too. So I'm a lucky guy. So that I could end the show right now, and that's good enough for me. But I'm gonna stick to the hour platform. Oh, so get this. New Year's, I was talking to you about, how many women stayed home, good-looking women that just didn't really have anything going on. Not that you have to for New Year's, because, again, New Year's to me is amateur night. I really don't dig it that much. To me, New Year, any night you go and do something, or any day you do something that's nice is a good day. That's the same thing like your New Year's resolutions. It's like, why wait to the beginning of the year? You're going to get your fresh start. Who's doing something that they really need to do, and do you think you can stick to it? Whether it's that losing that weight or I've been getting a lot of after the show finishes, it goes into like a Facebook syndication, and it runs through Facebook, and then the recorded version is going to go into YouTube on demand. If you're a YouTube subscriber to the Peter G Show, you're going to hear these weekly when you want to, and that's a good thing. And then if you're a subscriber to my iTunes podcast, they're taking the audio and they're putting it down there, so that's going to go to that too. It's baby steps, but that's where we're going. But a lot of people, I'm losing my track of mind because they're sitting here screwing around. Can you get off your, again, I'm watching them, and they're on their phones, and they're just looking down. I know, but it's almost over. For 1 hour, all I need to do is just, like, kind of focus, and I appreciate it. I love you, but come on. This show is going to keep on going. We're going to do it week after week, but 818-259-7983 for the people. And the New Year's resolutions, and it's like, why did I want to do this show, and why did I want to put myself to doing extra stuff? And that's the good question. But I'm doing it because my gut told me to do it, and that's what I'm going to do. But, there's a lot of people out there. It's like you say, I was looking and I was skimming because I was home for New Year's Eve, and it's like, I can't believe there's so many good-looking women out there that are just not taken, and you figure why. And these are the things that we want to talk about. I'm going to get these women on the phone. But I went to the grocery store. I'm going to tell this story because nobody's calling, and you got about 7 more minutes to tell me what's going on. I went to the grocery store, and we have like this international market that I like to go to, and they got like great meats, and they got a great deli. And Happy New Year to you too. I love you. See, I can read a few of these, but they're flying by so fast I can't see them. So I went shopping. I had to go shopping. And I'm at the deli. I wanted something, and there was this older white lady. I say white because she was, and there's a reason for it. So there was this new guy behind the counter, and there's a lot of the women that are the meat cutters or the cheese cutters and all that. They've been there for a while, and so there's this new guy. And honestly, so he you could tell he was new. You just knew it. You could feel it. He's a little bit, unfamiliar. And the lady says, I want less than a pound of the Gouda cheese chunk. Like, she didn't want it cut. She wanted less than a pound. And he says, okay, I'll get that. So then he's kind of shuffling around. He finds the cheese, and he's going to cut it, and he puts it on the table, and he's looking over to one of the one of the women that works there that had, more, they've been there longer, and they knew more about what's going on. So he's got the knife. He's got this big giant knife, and he's looking at her like, how big of a chunk do you think about a pound is? And the older white lady, and I say white lady for a reason, is because she's watching, and she's saying, less than a pound in and he's like looking. It's like I know he's kind of nervous too because she's burning holes in him, and I don't know if he's Hispanic or he was darker than me. Okay, but I don't know if Indian or Hispanic. But he's brown. Okay, I'm using colors because this is where it really pisses me off. And she's going, "Do you speak English?" And he's like, he speaks perfect English. I heard him earlier. And he goes, "Yes." She goes, "Someday you're going to know what a pound is." And she's, in other words, like, with experience, you're going to do that. But the way it came off, it's like, I got to start apologizing for our people. You know what I mean? Because I was just embarrassed for the whole deal. Because it's like, okay, the guy's kind of new. And I know that she meant well, but not really. It was just like, this could be your last pound of cheese, lady. Eat it fast. And after he finally did it, and she just got it and left. And then he helped me next. He goes, "Hi, sir, how are you?" And I go, "I'm good. I'd ask you how you're doing, but I know how you're doing." I mean, he just flustered because he's, nervous a little bit. And then you got some old white lady breathing down his neck, and wondering if he speaks English. Pissed me off. Because I love all people. I don't care what color, green, black, brown, orange, yellow. Prove me wrong that you're an asshole, and then that's a different story, but we're all just people. And it was just the way, and I just, I'm looking, I'm going, God, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the ignorance sometimes. Maybe she didn't think she was coming off like that, but boy, it sounded bad. And that was it. That was my grocery store story. And then that's the thing. I want cameras following me around. Because I'm having a shit fit watching this, and I'm talking out loud. My brain starts going, and I find myself talking out loud. And he's looking at me because I was laughing the whole time and I'm right behind her. And I said, "Dude, I'm really sorry." I go, "I apologize for her. She don't have too many years more to live, so whatever. It came from a different time." Every Sunday night, folks. The new year. I just wanted to kick off this year, getting some insight. We had the baby New Year and Father Time. Total surprise on that one. But every Sunday night, folks, I'm getting down to about 4 or 5 minutes left. I promise to deliver. There'll be something worth watching. I just need you guys to chime in. It's don't hold back. Don't be shy to call the number and just share your life. I mean, no, it's just between us. Nobody's watching anyway, so it's just between us. I'm very thankful that I got the baby New Year to call in. It makes me feel better because I know I'm on a good start. I know what I'm doing and what I want to do. At least I think I do. But it's good when you get a little bit of hindsight from the people up above. And we're going to do this every Sunday night, 8:30 Pacific, 10:30 Central, and 11:30 on the East Coast. I know it's late, but get in your jammies. Go get your bottle of wine or your hot milk or whatever the hell it is that makes you happy. Sit on your phone, your iPad, or your TV, or your computer monitor, laptop, and just take in the show for an hour and help participate. This show is all about participation. It's about you guys, not about me. But until you guys get used to calling and we build this up, I will be bringing weekly stories to the table. But I really prefer not to. And I will do. I think we're talking about it. Maybe once a month, I might have somebody a little more worthy call in for an interview, professional for some reason or another. I'll pick some subjects and we'll talk on that for about the first 30 minutes, and then take a few calls after that. Almost like what we did today, except the part about you guys calling in after that hasn't happened yet. So all I can do is keep on pushing and wish and keep telling you that. Don't be shy. Make it happen. You'll be helping other people by doing this as well. And I know I'm getting the 2 or 3 minute mark from my boys. And that's it. I've enjoyed this. I didn't expect to be getting what I'm getting, so this has been quite a pleasure. I appreciate everything that is going on and my people, my producer, Ty, and especially because he has stuck with me through all my wacky ideas, including this one that I decided to do. And even when he doesn't agree with me, he agrees with me and lets me go and do it because he knows I'll one way. Again, I put this is like writing a song. And when you first have the idea, until it all comes together, you just don't understand it. Some people can't hear it like I hear it in my head. And there's a lot going on in my head, I promise you. It's a lot of wind, but there's stuff going on. So we're going to put this together. It's going to grow bigger, better, more badass. And again, thanks once again for Bolt Energy for letting me do this. Yeah, I'm sure you'll call me next week. What was wrong with this week? And I did get to see this right now, but I appreciate you watching. I do. Again, it's okay. Call me to tell us something you want to share with people. I don't know what we're going to talk about next week. We haven't even discussed that. We'll usually talk about that. All right, last minute phone call, but should I take it? See what I mean? Now you wait to the last 2 minutes. I can't do it. They're calling me. I can't do it. I have to stick to my schedule. Otherwise, it's going to run over. Save your phone call. I'm sorry. You just called me. It's already 9:30. I'm supposed to be signing off right now, which is something I'm going to have to do. I love you guys very much. Thank you so much for everything. Bad cold. Okay, you're off the hook. And your feed is right in front of me because there's 3 other ones, so I get to see yours. Mary from, where are you from, Mary? I think she said Ohio earlier. I read that, coughed that earlier. Whatever page you're looking at, it's my center screen, so I get to read. And I appreciate you. I hope I'm worth it. Anyway, I wish you all a good night. I love you guys. Don't forget, every Sunday night, let's do this, please, 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 and spread the word. I mean, you can watch this stuff afterwards as well, but I can't say it enough. Spread the word. Let's keep the ball rolling. Let's get this snowball, this little pea of a snowball, into a big giant avalanche, because I think there's something to be said here. And I know it's late, but everybody stays up late. I know people got to go to work in the morning. I had to make a decision what time to do this show, and there's a lot of late night shows, and people watch it from bed. Like I said, and then you throw the phone down and go to bed. It's only an hour. And I'm running overtime. I heard you the first time. Okay, thank you. All right, so as I said, thanks again for watching the Peter G Show live, Life with Peter G. I couldn't ask to be doing anything better. I'm a lucky man. Actually, I could do some things, but I really love lots of things I can do. I enjoy life, and I'm very appreciative. But we'll talk to you next week. Don't take any wooden nickels, like Father Time said, and like the Baby New Year said, don't be a dick. And I say, love you guys. Peace out, okay?
Peter G Show, Peter G Show, Peter G Show, Peter G Show. Divorced dad, single dad, divorced dad, single dad. Peter G Show.